Hey, what's up, friends and reptile lovers? Welcome back to another clutch cutting video. This is going to be awesome. But before I get started, I wanted to give a shout out to my old man, Pops, my dad, the legend. Some of you guys have gotten to meet him at the reptile shows, and you know how awesome he is. Today, we're actually throwing a big birthday party for him, mini family reunion, because on Monday he turns 80. I'm so thankful for that old dude. He's meant a lot to me, and he's just a great man. I am very blessed for him to be my dad. So shout out to Pops. Show him some love down in the comments below. And let's take a quick glimpse at this clutch. All right, exciting times. This clutch is due to hatch in the next 4 or 5 days. This is our first possible DG clutch. It was a Desert Ghost Het Clown to Fire Pin Yellow Belly Het Desert Ghost. So we're going to go ahead and pull off the press and seal. We'll dry the eggs off here because water is sure to drop on them when we pull this off. We'll try to keep it to a minimum. And then we'll just see how they look as we get ready for them to hatch in the next few days. Whoop. Ooh. Let's see. This one looks a little funky. So we want to make sure we get all the direct water droplets off there. Too much water can cause them to mold, and that can grow even in a few days. This one actually had a little bit, looked like on the edge of it. May just be from where the eggs were separated though. So you can see they're starting to sink in a little bit. So hopefully within the next hopefully 3 days, we'll see a baby starting to pip. That would be day 59, which is about the right time. So I'm just going to kind of manipulate them a little bit here, massage them. Sometimes, I don't know if it actually helps, but may help them decide to go ahead and start moving. I am mildly concerned about this and the discoloration on this egg. It doesn't look like mold's growing, so maybe it's nothing. But a little bit of discoloration. Hopefully, we'll find out in a few days, though, and we'll see nice, healthy babies. All right, so there you go. They're looking great. But through the power and magic of YouTube, it is now 4 days in the future, and babies have started pipping. They pipped this morning while I was at work. And so before we wrap it up for the night, I am going to go ahead and do clutch cutting, which I know is y'all's favorite. I love it. It's like Christmas in the summertime, and I'm really excited. It's a great way to end a very long work day, and so I want to invite you to join me. This is our first clutch with the opportunity to produce Desert Ghost morphs, which I think are amazing, but I haven't had any yet up to this point. So this is pretty exciting. I don't know if we'll be able to tell in the egg if they're Desert Ghost or not. But once they shed out, it should be fairly simple to tell. So really some simple basic morphs in this, but the combinations are going to be awesome. And I'm excited to share it with you. I love peeking in and seeing them for the first time, and I know you do too. So it makes me happy to share it with you. Before we get into the cutting, I do have a question for you today. Comment down below and tell me if you could have any ball python morph or combo, what would you want and why? I look forward to reading your comments. Let's get into this cutting. Alrighty, folks. Well, another exciting opportunity here. Let me make sure I've got the lighting in a good place. I'm going to shift just a little bit here and hopefully get good lighting for you guys. So this was our Desert Ghost Het Clown male to a Fire Pinstripe Yellow Belly Het Desert Ghost. Nothing super crazy, but we are looking for our first Desert Ghost combo, so I'm excited about that. But honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to tell in the egg if they're Desert Ghost or not because I've never produced them. So this should be fun and exciting. Let's take a look and get right into it. All right, I see one little noggin that does not look Desert Ghost. And I see another one. You see, he just brought his nose out. Oh, so cool, so cool. And we get our first lucky number 7 egg of the season. This one is pipped over here too. Number 1, 2, and 6 have pipped. The rest have not. So let's take a look and see. Got a little different angle here today. I'm going to try and keep them in front of you so you can see. But if you've watched any of these, you know sometimes I get a little excited and distracted. and I get off the camera. So if I do that, I apologize in advance. But let's take a look at number 1. See what we've got. Sorry, I'm a little excited. After a long day, this is awesome to come home to. And I'm going to guess that this right here is a desert ghost. I don't see, obviously, no pinstripe. But it's very clean pattern, very light. So I'm thinking we maybe have a DG here. There's his nose, if he'll stick it out for me. Can I see your face? Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I also, even though the gene has been around forever, I've never, he's sticking his face out, so I'm going to bring him back over here. I've never actually produced fireball pythons either. So we'll just have to get them out here and get a better look. Hey, little buddy. You look stuck, but welcome to the world. Don't seem shy. Can I help you get unstuck here? Hopefully. Seems like he's actually, you know, since their noses are pointed, they can cut a little slit in that egg and get it out and then get stuck. So I'm going to try and very gently clip behind his head there. These are a blunt tip on these scissors. Good job, buddy. So poking them can't cause injury unless I were to jab them really hard, which obviously I'm not going to do. Let's give you a little more space here, buddy. You did a good job cutting out of there. These eggs are pretty small. This was a first-time mom on the smaller side. So I believe we're probably looking at just a wild type here. I say just, I think wild types are absolutely beautiful, which is why I don't like calling them normals. But I think we got a wild type. I'm going to bring this one back over so we can kind of look at them side by side. And you can see just the difference in how much cleaner this pattern is. So it'll be interesting to see that little one crawl out. Could be a desert ghost. Looks like it to me. We'll keep going here. My back's a little tight, so standing over this thing is a little tricky for me, but we're going to move right along. You see a little bit of red going out there. There are blood vessels along the edge of the egg. They are not connected to the snake. We did not harm the snake in any way. That's not the snake's blood. He's not cut or anything like that. Completely fine. All right. Ooh, now this is a nice looking animal. Again, clearly not pinstripe, but I'm thinking it'll be hard to say until he gets out. My initial thought is yellow belly desert ghost. There's definitely flaming up at the sides, but it's clean. It's not pixelated like a yellow belly normally would, and it's brighter, less, just a much cleaner saddle. So again, be interesting to see once it crawls out. Only so much we can tell now. But I like it that way. I like it when you get to see, oh, hey, buddy. He's sticking his nose out now a little bit, which is just always cool when they come out and say hi. Anyway, on our last cutting, clutch 1 of the season, I did try moving them over onto a lignocell. If you haven't watched the videos before, I moved them to a different container because this hatching medium vermiculite gets everywhere, makes quite a mess, a lot to clean up. So I moved them over to a cleaner tub for them to finish their absorbing and crawl out, just because it makes less mess. All right, cool. So we got our first pinstripe of the clutch. Pinstripe fire, maybe pinstripe yellow belly, hard to tell. I'm not thinking DG, but again, we'll have to wait till it crawls out to see. But first pinstripe, my first pinstripe of the year. I really like the pinstripe gene. It's been around for a long time and a little underrated, I think, now, just because it's been out for a while. People don't seem to think as much, but I still get a lot of requests for them. People really love them, so always glad to see a cool pinstripe. All right, number 5, moving right along here. We don't want this to get too long. But great 8-egg clutch from a first-time mom. So really excited about these animals and how good she did for us. Ooh! Very pretty. So that might be a fire pinstripe. Again, I'm not thinking DG. Very clean. I don't think it's yellow belly. I think maybe fire pinstripe. Could be DG pinstripe. Could be fire DG pinstripe. But I'm leaning towards fire pin. We'll see when it crawls out if we can get a little bit better idea there. Which, forgive me, I know I sound like a broken record saying that on each one. Obviously, all of them, we got to give them a chance to crawl out to try and get a better view. Some of them you can definitely tell, but especially when there's a couple genes that they're not necessarily new. I just haven't personally worked with them. And so it kind of takes some getting used to and some research and some trial and error, and sometimes consulting some more experienced breeders that have worked with these genes. Another pinstripe, so now 3 no pinstripes, 3 pinstripes in a row. And this one's a little brighter. It looks a little brighter than a typical pinstripe, but I don't see anything crazy. We'll see when it crawls out. I can't say for sure. But again, another pinstripe. Now, this year I've been marking all of my number 7 eggs if I got 7 eggs in the clutch 3 times, because why not? We're 7th level reptiles. So I'm going to save number 7 for last. And we'll see what's in there. So number 8, and then we'll get to our favorite number at the end. And hopefully it's a baby that's on a whole nother level. Ready for the reveal? Ooh, that's pretty. Huh. Interesting. I'm guessing maybe fire. Can't see a lot. I'm gonna guess fire. But again, wait till it crawls out, till it sheds. Oh, this has been fun. Unfortunately, we are at the last egg, which is a good 8-egg clutch. Now, I think the next clutch we have hatching, not the next one, but 2 clutches after this will be our 11-egg clutch. So that one that'll be a lot of fun. It'll take a little while to get through all those, and that'll be just exciting. The next clutch after this is one I'm really, really, really excited about. So I can't wait to cut the next clutch with you, which is due to hatch in a couple days. So won't have to wait too long, although the video might come out a little later. We try to do one a week. So, all right, lucky number 7. Let's take a look here and see. Whee! Again, not sure. Maybe fire. Maybe a desert ghost. So, some really nice looking babies here. Definitely hit some DG, but I'm not sure how many. We'll see once they're all good and cleaned up and shed out. It'll get a lot easier to tell. But here is our clutch. You can see we had 3 out of the 8 came out pinstripe, so not quite exactly the odds, but we definitely got some desert ghosts. We got some fire. Sure, there's yellow belly mixed in there as well. No clowns. Not that I was expecting anybody, but if I found a hidden clown gene, that would not have hurt my feelings whatsoever. But anyway, I'm going to get these babies back in the incubator. We'll give them a couple days. Back in the incubator to let them finish absorbing what they can absorb of their egg sac nutrients, and then they'll crawl out on their own. Once they crawl out, of course, we'll pull them out. We'll check them out a little closer. We'll clean them up and get them into a tub to wait for their first shed. So I will do an update video down the road where I'll put all of it in together, from them being laid to pipping to hatching to cutting, which is kind of the same thing, and then first shed. So we'll give you all that in one video later in the season once all that is complete.
All right, wasn't that great? I am cutting back in here, kind of unplanned. All the babies have crawled out of the egg now, so I thought I need to go ahead and get them cleaned up I've got my nephews and Pop here tonight. We are leaving really early in the morning, like 4:45, to go on an awesome chartered fishing trip that I'm doing for my dad for his birthday. And so I wanted to get these guys cleaned up real quick and into their shedding tub. And I thought I'll go ahead and capture that and share it with you guys so you can see it. But I'm going to be kind of a little bit in a hurry, so I'm going to show them off, but I'm not going to talk as much as I normally do, just because I kind of need to get this done and get moving on to the next thing. But I thought, hey, this is going to look good, so let me share it with you guys. Hope you enjoy.
All right, sorry I forgot the mic, so hopefully you hear me there. I'm not going to re-record that, but here we go. Just a reminder, DG Het Clown to Fire Pin Yellow Belly Het Desert Ghost, and here they all are out of the egg. And I can tell you that using the Lignocell definitely helped with the odor, both in the incubator and out of it. So I'm probably going to do that going forward. But I'm going to speed through, show you each one of these as I clean them up, and I hope you enjoy. Once all that is complete. But anyway, I hope you loved this. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you think. Give me any comments. Yeah, just tell me what you think. Sorry, I'm a little brain dead at the end of the day. But I want to thank you for watching. I want to tell you, as always, please share the love of reptiles with anybody you can. And I'll see you guys on the next one.